Man, it is all dark and crusty and rusty down here. What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Pikmin 2. In the previous part, we ended up opening up the Valley of Repose, got the rest of the above-ground treasures there, and we are in the final dungeon of the Valley of Repose, known as the Subterranean Complex. We've made it to the second sub-level, and right now we are on the floor, or one of the floors at least, that I remember from this dungeon that I am not quite a fan of. So we got some careening Dirigi bugs. I don't know how we want to tackle these guys. I think I'll bring my reds this time around, because at least they can still do damage and they won't insta-set off the bomb rocks. So, let me see if we can... It's actually a pretty good idea. Oh no, and we set off the bomb. Please, run away. You idiots. Okay, good. Alright, then we got one more pretty Dirigi bug here. Alright, we're gonna save that nectar pod, by the way. These enemies suck. This is also a reason I find this dungeon, as well as the last dungeon, the Perplexing Pool, difficult. Both of them have these guys in them, as enemies, and obviously these enemies are jerks. They're just complete and utter jerks. Projectile, just throwing down and producing bomb rocks. And of course, there has to be a swooping snitch bug next to the last careening Dirigi bug. This guy, kill him, please. Oh no. By the way, if these guys throw Pikmin, like, into the abyss, yeah, they'll die. I'm just gonna say that. They can do that. I've had that happen to me before. Alright. Got that guy. Okay. I will say that they have a funny name. Like I told you, very Pikmin name these guys have. These guys have an extremely Pikmin name. Careening Dirigi bug. Okay. Man, what a shame we weren't able to kill this guy right away. Okay. Come on. Blow up. Thank you. Oh, he threw it off the edge. That was really funny. I told you, these little edges, they're very deceiving. You can absolutely throw Pikmin in there without, you know, thinking about it. Okay, so now that these guys are good to go, we can finally grab the entire squad. We're going to flower up the rest of our Pikmin here. But I will say, one thing I've noticed about this game, as it's been upscaled into, like a more HD-ish, you know, best that they could get. You can see the backgrounds are very flat. In the original game, it was harder to tell because the graphics are obviously still lower, like in the original 2004 GameCube version, which I still have and I still play. But yeah, just thought I'd point that out because, yeah, certainly interesting. But even though that does dampen a little bit, you know, of things, at the end of the day, I'm not mad about it because, again, you have to think this game's from 04. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for this treasure, which is, I think this is just looks like just a light bulb, right? Or some sort of light bulb. Actually, well, we'll take a look at it. I remember this treasure, I just can't exactly remember, like, what it was called or anything like that. Alright, we're just gonna wait, because we can just go here to the, exit, and we'll be good to go. What is this again? This is a, what does it say on it? Network main brain. Actually doesn't look like a light bulb. Looks like some sort of fuse or something like that, or something. Is there another treasure here? Where is it? Where's the other treasure? Oh, it was that giant gear. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, there's a gear over here. I don't know why I forgot this dungeon, this treasure of all things. It's literally right here, right in front of where we killed the swooping snitch bug, and I forgot it. Wow, I'm stupid. Very, very neat. Very simple though. Well, obviously, we've gotten a few years. Reminder, by the way, if you guys forgot, if you do throw purple on those bombs, they'll instantly explode, so try and keep them away from that. The other thing I will say is that at the time of recording this, I've been recording in bulk because I've had stuff going on in my life where I think I just need to record in bulk. I think it's better for me to record in bulk. So by the time this is releasing, the Let's Play is releasing, I'll have recorded almost the entire game already. Spirit Flogger. And so the one thing I'd like to point out that I found out, because I was editing the video like a couple of days ago, is that the Easter egg for Ai no Uta was removed in this game, and that's a real shame. Because it's like, I in a way I kind of get it, but at the same time it's kind of lame, isn't it? Like, I'm kind of really sad that that's the case. What are you gonna do, I guess, though? Was this the other floor I was thinking? I know that there's another floor in this that's really annoying. Oh, got ivory candy pop buds over there, which is nice. An egg. Alright. Is there any trap here? It's an egg? Damn, I was hoping for potion. But that's alright. We can just save those nectar pods for later. I know one of the traps. Yes, one of the traps I'm going to tell you. You can see over there in the top right corner, there is a armored cannon larva. One of the traps is actually just an armored cannon larva falling from the ceiling. I'm not even joking you. So we have a ivory candy pop bug, but we'll wait for a second here. And I think he's got a treasure, which is why I think this. I think there's an armored cannon. Yep. All right. I'm gonna wait for that. And break. Okay, so we're gonna separate right here. I'm gonna grab my purples once again, and we're gonna try and take care of this guy. Alrighty. Come on, you jerk. Good job. Okay. Alrighty, now what I'd like to do is set off that trap if I can. If it's here. If I'm not mistaken, it's gotta be here. I totally remember in one of these dungeons there's a trap where there is an armored cannon larva that is just an actual trap. Alright, we're gonna take these guys in here again. By the way, you can do the same thing with these armored cannon larvas as the decorated cannon beetles. You can absolutely do the same thing where... What is it? That's so annoying that they can throw Pikmin off there too. Where you can get them to shoot the boulders into each other anyway. Good. I want to make sure. Nope. I'm just making sure. I'd rather be safe than sorry of ending up running into a stupid falling armored cannon larva trap. Oh, I guess not there. Okay. So just wanted to double check because I know there's a dungeon where that is. It might be in this dungeon, just later in the dungeon. I cannot remember. Okay. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to get Reds to carry this gear. Oh, screw, not gear. Is this it? Should be 11, I think. Yep. And then we're going to get 5 Reds to get into this. Nice. Okay, making up for some whites that we lost previously. And then we'll have Pikmin carry back that spring, which is very close, by the way. It looks in the model too to the gravity jumper from the first game, right? That big spring as well for the dolphin for Almar's ship. I won't be surprised if the models were just very, because I think it's a little lower and wider than the gravity jumper was, but 60 Pokos, and we got super strong stabilizer, which is true. Just don't tear the threads on your screws, fellas and ladies. Don't do that. And any genders in between as well. And now we're gonna carry back this gear as well. Alright, got the spring as well, and what is this called now? Coiled launcher, which is it's honestly just a... Oh, crap. That's close. But it's very close in name to Gravity Jumper. In all honesty, it's like just nearly the same name. If you really think about it, just said in different words. Okay, now that they're carrying this back to base, we're going to grab all the other Pikmin, and then we're going to flower as many Pikmin as we can. So it's nice, we got 5 extra white Pikmin. We're good to go there. Come on. Come on, fellows. And there we go. Omega Flywheel. Alrighty, now let's try and do this correctly. Nice, I think we got all of them in that one. Very nice. Yep, all flowers. Okay, cool. We can just leave them here. Got all of our treasures, and now we can head to the exit of the floor, which is right over here. Is there anything here? Nope, nothing here, I guess. I was hoping there might be another egg trap where we could possibly get potion out of that, but nope, no dice there. It's actually also fitting that the perplexing pool is one of the last places we're going to go, because I'd like to actually grab some purple potion, because we've been using a lot of them lately. Yeah. Subterranean Complex, sub-level 4. Now we can actually go up. Oh, nice, dude. We have a rest floor, which is lovely. Ton of ivory. 3 ivory. Wow. We're gonna do that, and then we'll do 5 more reds, and we should be good here. I think that's pretty even across the board. Very nice. Okay. Pluck all of these white Pikmin, and then we'll see what we can get out of these eggs. Hopefully we can get some good stuff. Wow, it detects... Man, that's far detection too, by the way. Of course... No, don't break the... Because I don't want them to get the... Oh, crap. That was close. I thought I threw them off the edge for a second. Okay, good. Man, keep in mind, we have 35 white Pikmin now, which is insane if you think about it. Alrighty. Just all nectar. There are more eggs over there, though, which is nice. There's 1 more egg over there. Maybe we can get another potion, maybe? Nope, just nectar. Unlucky, but... we now have 35 white Pikmin, which is really, really good. I think this will be extremely helpful for us going into the next floor. But no treasure here. Just a nice little rest floor with 3 ivory candy pup buds. So let's keep going, folks. Sub level 5. Alrighty. Oh, man. What is this floor again? Okay, so this floor, what I would recommend you do... So stop this. Okay, so set all your Pikmin out. What the heck? There's a volatile weevil. That's what they were called, by the way. Set up all of the bombs and set up all of the traps. And that includes these stupid volatile weevils. Set these idiots off. Alright. Now, the way that this floor works is really stupidly... there are traps that both occur with Pikmin and without Pikmin. So that's why I'm saying you want to walk through with just the captain and set up all of the bombs, because you don't want to ever be put in a position where you're going to get bombed. And then what you want to do is when you bring your Pikmin through, we're basically going to bring white Pikmin because they're the fastest Pikmin. And then you're going to want to bring the white Pikmin through. And once you bring the white Pikmin through, they can run really fast. And just make sure you call them back. Another volatile weevil, which is really annoying. I hate these guys. And I think we've set off every trap that we can with just the captain. Now, it's time to get our Pikmin, and this is where it'll get dicey. So again, you're going to want to bring the white Pikmin here, mainly due to the fact that, well, you just want fast Pikmin. And, well, now we have 35 very, very fast Pikmin. Separate, please, so I can just get the white Pikmin. That is all I require. Oh, we have 40 whites. I thought it was... I guess we came in with 20 and we got 20, didn't we? Yeah, because we got 5 and then we got 3 sets of 5 on the next floor. But, man, that's a lot of white Pikmin. But whatever, it's okay. Okay, so... we're going to walk through here. And again, you see how fast these guys are. They can keep up with you even with your increased speed, which is really, really helpful. But watch, let me see if I can show you that. Alright, let's carry this back to base. Alright, and we have to escort them. We really want to escort them. Because sometimes what will happen is these traps will pop up and there will be a bomb in front of them. And what happens when there's a bomb in front of them? Well, unfortunately, they'll walk right into the bomb in front of them, and then they'll explode and they'll die. The other treasure's obviously over there. I don't want to leave any Pikmin. Yep, see, look at that. See, I told you. Now, it didn't appear in front of them, but my point is that it only appeared, right, when the Pikmin were carrying things through, right? Right? This game, it can be a real jerk when it comes to that sometimes, where it's just like, yeah. Oh, man. Setting off these traps the way it does. Now, this floor, I'll tell you right now, is also reused in another dungeon. And I'll tell you which dungeon it was reused in right away. That's really not spoiling anything crazy. This floor is reused in the longest dungeon in the game, which is in the Wistful Wild. Mystical Disc. Yes, reused in that dungeon. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to say what's on that floor to spoil what is on the floor. And look at that. See, another trap set off by not Pikmin, by just having Pikmin with us. Now we run away from the volatile weevil. And another bomb that they're setting off now that we have Pikmin with us. Alrighty, now we can do this. I'm surprised there was a bomb that didn't fall. I stand corrected. There was a bomb, but it was an enemy. That was a bomb attached to an enemy. But I'm not gonna say what was on that floor because obviously that will also spoil, you know, what is on that floor and everything like that. Because I don't want to spoil that until we get to it. But good lord, they are really big jerks with this game when it comes to reusing some of these assets. But luckily, this really wasn't too bad. It's just you have to know that that's the way that this floor works. So if you're playing along, follow my lead. That'll get you to a point where you won't have to necessarily worry about your Pikmin getting bombed, because some people will walk right through this floor without knowing that, and then all their Pikmin will get annihilated. Adamantine Girdle. Alright. Now, to be extra safe, we're going to walk all the way to the exit with just our captain, with just our Mr. President here, Mr. Chubb, and then we will go to the next floor. But yeah, like I told you, walk through this area, get rid of all the bombs, set off all the traps that you can, and then you're going to set off traps with Pikmin, escort your Pikmin every time they're carrying back their treasure, and you should be good. So, just, again, be very, very careful. As you can see, by the way, this dungeon has been also very, metal in terms of not just the treasures, but also the you know, things we're actually getting. I think this is the floor I was thinking of. This had to have been the floor I was thinking of. Yes, this is the floor I was thinking of. I hate this floor. This floor sucks. Luckily we can just carry this treasure right away, but there's volatile dweevils, anode beetles next to poison hazards. Yeah. They're real mean in this dungeon. Repair Juggernaut. There's one more treasure, and it's, of course, buried through all of that hell. Oh, no, two more treasures, and they're both buried in all that hell. I'm gonna try... Okay. Luckily, that guy stood away from the rest of his friends. Good. And then what we can do is we can do this. Get rid of those. And then now what we need to do is we need to be very careful, but we basically need to get rid of those anode beetles. Honestly, what makes this floor difficult really isn't necessarily any specific thing. It's more the anode beetles, I'll be honest with you. The reason is because obviously when it comes to anode beetles, they're basically insta-kill for anything that isn't yellow. You want to also be careful with anode beetles in this dungeon. Because of the way that the Pikmin bounce off them, sometimes you can end up bouncing your Pikmin into the abyss. So I'm trying to be really careful with how I throw my Pikmin at them. I'm just going to swarm them like this. And there are Munge Dweevils as well. This is what I was talking about. When it comes to Munch Dweevils, Dweevils in general, like I said, you can end up Okay, that guy threw a bomb into nowhere. You can end up, the Dweevils can walk these treasures off the edges of the floor. Just get rid of one, because honestly we don't have to worry about the other one. Good. Alright, now we can run away. And then now we can find a way to just take care of these. Mainly, actually, we should probably get the whites to take care of the Munch Dweevils. There's a fiery Dweevil over here, which isn't too bad. But we want to just get rid of this poison generator right here. Alright, and then what we can try to do... I know he's near the edge, but... Why does he have to be near the edge, dude? You suck. Good. Okay. Just wanted to get rid of that guy because I don't want to separate my Pikmin and the Pikmin end up just running face first into that guy. Luckily, there's no more anode beetles that are worry. We can actually just leave that last one. But what we should be doing is taking care of those Munch Dweevils. So we're gonna grab our 40 white Pikmin and we're gonna try to. Oh God, dude. Oh, there's a fiery Dweevil, right? That's a fiery Dweevil. I thought it was a Munch Dweevil that had that on him. God, I hate... And he's gonna kill himself, and they're both gonna kill themselves. Honestly, I'm game for that. Where's the treasure? Watch, it'll pop up right here, don't worry. It'll pop up, like, right here. Because he walked off the edge with it. It'll pop up. Yep, there it is, see? I told you, they just pop up. Honestly, we might be able to just... Oh, there's a stupid Munch Weevil that's got the other treasure, too. I hate where these Dirigi bugs are standing. I wish they would go a little bit more inside. Ow! Oh, I got hit by the explosion. Thank God I didn't. Please, Mr. Munchkin, can you... Oh, I was hoping he... Okay, well, he... Oh, and he killed himself. Good, okay. Honestly, once that bomb goes off, I might just be able to do this. And then we honestly don't even have to take care of these Dirigi bugs. Yeah, look at that. Hey! Hey! Work smarter, not harder, folks. Work smarter, not harder. Hell yeah. Awesome. I knew it was in this dungeon. I knew it. I was like, is it in this dungeon where this floor is? Vacuum processor. Very cool. And where's the other treasure? Oh, it's the, of course it is the other, it's like the timer, right? Alright, we're gonna wait for that bomb to go off, and then we'll see if we can just carry this back real quick. Run, run, run! Nice, okay, again, work smarter, not harder. Very nice, we were able to get that back to base. Without having to take care of any more of the enemies. Whew. Saves me the trouble of accidentally throwing a Pikmin off the edge of the frickin', world. Space Wave Receiver, that's certainly the farthest possible what it could actually be, so... Alright. We're good to go, finally. Okay, sub-level 6. Now we can go into sub-level 7. I think this is the next one more floor, and then I think we have the boss's lair after this. So we're at 23 minutes. I honestly think we might just keep going here. Alrighty, folks, for sub-level 7, we made a huge boo-boo. This is a sucky floor, but I'll tell you there's a way around it. It's a really not nice floor, but I'll show you what you can do to get around the worries here. So... I'll show you the fail right now. Actually, you know what you can do with it? But yeah, that was a really bad fail. What we need to do here, there are 2 Gatling Groinks. One of them is walking around, one of them is stationary. So what you want to do is you want to separate all your Pikmin to get them in a safe spot. Then you want to find the one that's wandering around. Where is the one that's wandering around? Okay, there's the one wandering around. What you want to do is, guess what? Just like the dweevils can walk themselves off a ledge, so can these stupid Gatling groinks. So you want to bait this idiot into walking off, if you can. Because these guys will do the exact same thing that the dweevils do, and they'll walk themselves into death, essentially. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So that Gatling groink is dead, which is really nice. That saves us a lot of trouble. What I'm going to do is going to set off some of these bombs just so we don't have to worry about it. And then taking care of this one's the tougher one, because obviously he's stationary and he can't walk off. But at the end of the day, he's actually not as terrible as you may think. I actually don't think he's the worst one in the world to take care of. But you definitely want to get rid of all these bombs near him, just so he can't set them off or anything like that. So, now that we've gotten that Gatling going to walk off the edge, I think we basically have to bring purples to this guy. I don't want to. Because obviously purples are very precious, which is why that fail ended up being really dumb. Let me see, does this have potion in it is my question. No, it doesn't. Okay. What we're going to do to be safe, I'm going to actually probably spicy spray these guys. Can I not? Thought you could. Really? It has to be yellows? Okay, so we have to use yellows, and we have to kill this guy too because he's right next to a treasure. I can't afford to just let him. I'm gonna use another one. Alrighty. And what we'll do is we're gonna carry all these back to base. And just let him come back to life. Why did... Dude, most of them went on this one. What are you guys doing? No, get on the one in the frickin' hole, guys. Okay. Good. We're gonna just escort them real quick through here. Okay, good. Are you serious? Okay, no, they're fine. Okay, good, they're fine. They will be absolutely fine. Alright, now we can grab our white Pikmin, and then we can go and grab the other treasure here. And we're gonna grab it before that guy comes back to life. Okay, very nice. That was a little bit dicey, but we're good. Thirst Activator. It's a very nice looking treasure, I'll tell you that much. Okay, now they can walk right through. Was there another? I thought there was another treasure on this one. Oh yeah, there was. It was right over here, wasn't it? Yep. Which isn't going to be too bad because we can just, you know... This is, by the way, this is the best place you can get the Gatling groin to walk over. They just walk off these... The edges here, they walk over them so easily. Right over here. Another one of these. Indomitable CPU. And finally, we can just get the rest of them to get on this. Good. Okay, now we got all the treasures. Very nice. The white Pikmin all got them back. And now, where's the exit to this floor? Oh, it's all the way over here. Yep. Alrighty, got some more tape, got some red duct tape this time around, and it is... What are we going to call it? Maybe electrical tape, though. Furious Adhesive. Alrighty, and with that all out of the way, folks, now we can head to the final floor of the Subterranean Complex. And, like I told you, fair warning, this guy's tough. Very tough boss fight. I do not consider this easy whatsoever. Oh, wait, no, we're... Oh, okay. I think we have a rest floor right before the boss, don't we? Yes, we do. So what do we have? We have Violet. Oh, lots of Violet. I hate saying this, we're probably not going to need the reds here. Or we might actually chuck 5 yellows into this. I usually don't, but we're gonna, I think. Because actually we don't need yellows for this boss fight. We're not worried about the boss fight. Okay. And then we'll go grab the other ones. Yeah, you got some Queen Candy Pop-Buds here just in case you know, well, you did a goof. Yeah, this is a huge amount of purples that we can get here. And I'll tell you this, you're going to need it for this boss fight. And I would also, the one thing I didn't tell you guys before we hopped into this dungeon is you very much want, 84. Only 84. Oh, there's a yellow over there that got left behind. Oh, a couple of whites as well, okay. Basically what I'm trying to say here goodness, what am I trying to say? I would highly recommend before you go into this dungeon that you have red potion on you, a fair amount. Now let me kill the other eggs and make sure we don't have any other, like, potions here. Okay. 100 and... Okay, we have come out of this dungeon with 30 purples and 40 whites, which is insane. Oh, wait, one more egg. Let's see what it is. Okay. Alrighty, no treasure. Time to enter into the boss fight. But yeah, you want to have a good amount of red potion, red sprays, because I'm going to tell you this when we get into this boss fight. You want your Pikmin to be fast. Alrighty, folks, for the final sub-level of the Subterranean Complex, I've had a couple of fails already, I'm not going to lie. Like I told you, this is probably the toughest dungeon next to the one in the Perplexing Pool, and mainly I call this dungeon tough because of the boss. What you want to do for this boss, separate your Pikmin, grab only your purples and your reds realistically. You don't want to have anything. Actually, at this point, I'm thinking of grabbing our yellows. I'm not having a good time with our purples. We're gonna grab our yellows, and then we're going to call all of the other Pikmin. And you wanna have them go behind the exit, and you wanna jam them all in the, like, in this corner so that they're behind the geyser. Swap back to Olimar, and you wanna pick something, or whatever captain, then pick something like this. Now what you wanna do is the boss is here in the center. You wanna throw a Pikmin at it. Call the Pikmin back, red potion everyone, and then what you want to do is to be very careful. You want to, after this guy shakes the Pikmin off, you want to run back to the object that you chose and stand behind it, and you'll see why. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck a Pikmin, he's going to activate, we're going to red spray, and then we're going to chuck. And I'll talk about what this guy is. So this guy is called the Man at Legs. He is of the, I believe he is of the Beady Longlegs family. He's in the Ragnar family. And it's a terrible boss because of what he's doing right now. This guy's got a frickin' machine gun, man. This guy is not a kind boss. Probably one of the toughest bosses in this game. And I'm gonna tell you, this is not the last time we're going to see this guy either. Alright, now run away. We're gonna run behind this now. The reason I ended up switching to yellows instead of reds and purples is because I found out that, unfortunately, it's actually really tough to reach him, and they might have changed that in the Switch 2 port. This guy is definitely not as easy to hit as he was in the original GameCube game with just throwing Pikmin. Alright, we're gonna run away. We're gonna go all the way over here to be safe. Okay, the other thing about this guy that's terrifying is he doesn't target captains, he targets Pikmin. This guy actually has a death wish, a death wish for Pikmin. He is not kind to Pikmin whatsoever. I think my red spray is going to run out in a second, but I'm going to have a chance Run the little fellas. Run my little friends. Good, okay. Honestly, I think we can take him out in the next cycle even without the red spray, so we should be fine. I might regret this, but we should be good here. He's low enough to where I think we can take him out anyway. He's going to stop here. Come on. Yeah! Man at legs, finally taken down. He is the only Arachnorb in this game, like BD Longlegs, that actually doesn't impale Pikmin when he steps on them. Luckily, the only way he can actually kill Pikmin is by shooting them. And that mechanized monstrosity is no longer functional. An insect and a machine forming a symbiotic relationship, life forms here are beyond odd. Initiating area scan, glass sphere detected. So yes, the man at legs, just a tough boss. He has no remains, which is kind of a shame, but at the end of the day, not too bad. But regardless, yeah, he is a tough boss. Oh, no. He's got a frickin' machine gun, so every cycle, you can lose a lot, and I mean a lot of Pikmin to this guy. But this upgrade, an incredible upgrade to have. Genuinely a very incredible upgrade to have in this. And we came out of this dungeon with 30 purples and 40 white Pikmin. It's pretty awesome, actually. And you'll see why this is an incredible upgrade as soon as we get it here. So, you're kind of getting where I'm going here already. The Stellar Orb, 100 Pokos. If I combine this glass sphere with the synthetic sun I have been seeing... This guy's got a sun in his pocket, by the way. Processing complete. I have manufactured a solar system. What? The artificial sunlight it emanates will brighten underground areas. So yes, this will basically make it so it doesn't look like we can't see what the floors are anymore. The reason I said that this is good is because of that. The next couple of dungeons we're going to be tackling will really benefit from having much better eyesight, you know, of a sight in general. So to be able to have this is really, really nice to do. So regardless, when it comes to this, very, very nice to be able to finally get this upgrade, because it'll help with the dungeons going forward, especially the ones in the Wistful Wild. So without further ado, folks, we have completed the Subterranean Complex. It is now time for us to leave the complex. But like I told you, while we're going up here, I'll show you my fails. I had 2 fails. They were not great fails, but we ended up making it out, and we're okay now, so. Alrighty, cave complete. Would you look at that? Absolutely incredible. We're recording for 45 minutes, which is absolute cancer, but what are you going to do, right? So, saving, and the game has been saved. Valley of Repose. With our 6 seconds remaining, by the way. Or, actually, it might be 4. Yeah, it was 3. But look at that. A ton more purples, a ton more whites. That's our main reward here for going to the Subterranean Complex. Very, very nice. Accomplished a lot. And guys, with that, I'll tell you this right now. The Valley of Repose, now done. We don't have to ever make our way back here, and we will never for the rest of the playthrough, I think. The only place we might make our way back to before or after it's done is the Awakening Wood. And the only main reason is because that's the best place to raise up Pikmin if you so do wish to. Haha, decorated cannon beetles, you idiots. You absolute idiots. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! Never have to worry about you guys again. Today's report. Let's take a look at what we got. We definitely lost a little bit of yellows, a little bit of blues, a little bit of reds, but nothing too crazy. We ended up raising up a ton of purples and white Pikmin, so we are good to go. 1870. Yep, 59, 56. Yep, we need 40 more purples and we can get our stuff, right? Oh wow, that's Louie's grandma. Louie, we suddenly stopped hearing from you. Everything okay? If things get tough, you can always come home. I'll stock up on those pick carrots you love. Well, we're still looking for Louie, so nothing we can do left there. But folks, with that all out of the way, we have completed the Valley of Repose, and I think next time on Pikmin 2, we'll be headed to the Perplexing Pool, and we'll be finishing up all of the above ground treasures, if I can. I really hope we can. And we'll also be above ground treasures there, and then we will also be completing, and then we'll end up going back to the Wisp Wild before that. Also, when it comes to the Perplexing Pool, we will try and get into that dungeon as well. So, hope you guys look forward to that. So, I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes.